Good evening. Here's the world news from BGI TV, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. I am Sanit Olakomi Ajikade. First, here the major headlines for the world news. Court adjourned Timothy Adegoke versus Abdurrahman Adedoyin. Why God did not allow President Buhari to die. 5,000 companies, individual owe federal government 5.2 trillion naira. Ondo Amotekun arrest kidnap syndicate who idolized victims. Delta man kills co-tenant over 300 naira electricity bill. Woman dies as train collides with car in Abuja. Bamishe says his family buries staying BRT passenger, now on foreign. 16 killed, 17 missing, Malaysia landslide. And lastly, on sports, Flying Eagles ready to conquer Africa. Now hear the news in details. The State High Court sitting in Osogbo, Osun State, has adjourned the case between Timothy Adegoke and Abdurrahman Adedoyin till 2nd February 2023, after the proceeding, which was earlier adjourned till today during the yesterday's sitting, was held. Counsel to the fourth defendant, KK, alleged the court that their witnesses, who is a police officer, won't be available due to the fact that he has to receive an order first from the Inspector General of Police before being present. Adedeji Adeshola, one of the defendants, informed the court that his convention hasn't changed. He informed the court that he was summoned to Ramon Adedoyin's house for a meeting. During his conference, Adeshola reveals that Abdurrahim Adedoyin, the son of Abdurrahman Adedoyin, instructed him to sign a receipt before he was later arrested. The defendant further refused that the CCTV camera was working fine before he left the office, but was surprised that the camera was removed later. Adeshola further refused that the hotel was never under renovation during the time Timothy Adegoke lodged in. The defendant further speaks that the two daughters of Abdurrahman Adedoyin with Abdurrahim Adedoyin were born in the hotel on that fateful day. CJ Adekweleojo informed the leading counsel for the fourth defendant, KK Eleja, to be sure that their witness will be present before the next sitting. Chief Justice Adekweleojo finally adjourned the case till February 2nd, 2023. Femi Adesina, the special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, on Friday said God must have considered all the factors, his principal processes, those decided to spare him. Politics Nigeria report that paying tribute to his boss, who clocked 80 years on Saturday, in his weekly column. Adesina said God has been merciful to Buhari, who has been in and out of the country many times attending to his health. I'm sure God must have considered all the factors Muhammadu Buhari has, and so decided to spare him. He that clean hands will grow stronger and stronger, says the good book. This Buhari not only has a clean heart, but also has a clean hand. Imagine year 2017, when the president had several health challenges. Between January and August of that year, he was in and out of the country many times. Nigeria's Finance Minister Zainab Ahmed disclosed that 5,000 companies and individuals are indebted to the federal government to the tune of 5.2 trillion naira. She disclosed this during a two-day sensitization workshop in Minna, Niger State on Thursday. The minister, represented by the Director of Special Projects at the ministry, Victor Omata, stated that the debt cuts across 19 ministries, departments, and agencies. The ministry, through the consolidation efforts of the department analytics and reporting application, has been able to aggregate monumental debt of approximately 5.2 trillion naira. This debt came to the spotlight from data aggregated from over 5,000 plus directors across 10 ministry departments and agencies. She added that efforts aimed at recovering the aggregated debt are still ongoing. The Ondo State Security Network Agency, codenamed Amotekun, on Friday paraded 6 members of a notorious syndicate that specializes in robbing unsuspecting residents of their valuables and after drugging them with a chemical substance. Speaking during the parade of the syndicate and 26 other suspects in Akure, the state commander of Amotekun, Chief Adetunji Adeleye, said the suspects were arrested for various criminal offenses, ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, illegal possession of firearms, fraud, and stealing, among others. He explained that the syndicate usually uses a chemical substance to spray the room of their victims in order to make them sleep. They operate with ease, enter the house and disposes them of their valuables, and at times rape their victims. A man identified as Goldstein Oke has reportedly stabbed his co-tenant Gaga Aliyah to death following a heated argument over an unpaid 300 naira electricity bill in their rented apartment at number 32 Ole Street, Okumagba Layout, Warri, Delta State. The gory incident reportedly occurred at about 10 p.m. on Wednesday night. Punch Metro gathered the both Oke and Aliyah, said to be friends, were residing in a one-room apartment in the house. It was also gathered that Oke was the one collecting the electricity bill from the entire tenants in the compound for many remittance to the authorities. However, while Oke was not around, one of the tenants in the compound reportedly paid his 300 naira due to his friend, Aliyah. But when Oke returned home and asked Aliyah to give him back the money by the other tenants, Aliyah was said to have refused. Consequently, a fight erupted between the duo, in the course of which Oke reportedly used a broken bottle to stab Aliyah in the neck region. Aliyah eventually bled to death as a result of severity of the injury. At least one person has been confirmed dead following a rail motor fatal accident at Shikakore Assis in the Kubwa area, county of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Confirming the unfortunate incident which occurred on Thursday, the FCT Police Public Relations Officer, DSP, Josephine Adel, said officers have been mobilized to the area to investigate the matter. The PPRO said the victim was confirmed dead by a medical practitioner shortly after the operatives of the command were swiftly drafted to the area to take charge of the development. The statement reads, the FCT Police Command is aware of the unfortunate incident of rail or motor fatal accident has happened at Shikakore Assis in the Kubwa area council of the Federal Capital Territory. The remains of Bamishe Ayanwola, who was found dead after boarding a bus belonging to the Bus Rapid Transport Scheme in February, has been buried. She was buried at Aton Cemetery, Yaba in Lagos on Friday. Ayanwola went missing after boarding a bus at the Chevron area of Lekki on her way to Oshodi. Her body was found days later. A BRT driver, Andre Ominikoron, is facing count of conspiracy, rape, and murder over Ayanwola's death. The busman was said to be conveying the victim to a destination in Oshodi when Oluwabamishe observed that he refused to pick other passengers on the road. She reportedly contacted one of her colleagues at work, Felicia Omolara, to inform her about her suspicions, and she was advised to disembark from the bus. Omolara, however, noted that when her friends no longer responded to her chat on WhatsApp, she called her phone number, adding that when she picked up the call, a man was heard arguing with Oluwabamishe. Now on foreign. At least 16 people were killed when a landslide struck a campsite at a Malaysian farm on Friday. Officials said with rescuers scouring the muddy terrain for nearly 20 people still missing. Nur Ishan Muhammad, Director of the Operations Division at the Fire and Rescue Department, told reporters that as 1 p.m., 16 victims have died. The search now is focused on the remaining 17 people. According to Unga Komeng, the local government development minister, 61 people so far have been found safe after the pre-dawn landslide near the town of Bantan Kali, just outside the capital Kuala Lumpur and near a mountain casino resort. Veronica Lu, who was camping at the site overnight and survived that landslide, told AFP that her family was sleeping when they heard a sudden loud sound. And lastly, on sports, Flying Eagles head coach Ladan Bozo had revealed his sized ambition as they intensify preparations ahead of the 2023 African Under-20 Cup of Nations. The seven-time champions and 11 other countries will compete for honors at the competition, which will be hosted by Egypt. The Flying Eagles qualified for the competition after winning the WAFU B Under-20 Championship in May. Boso's boys are unbeaten in 7 friendlies since they settled camp in Abuja last week. With the support of the stakeholders, we hope to win the AFCON just like the WAFU, Bozo told reporters. We have 3 friendlies with NPFL clubs before embarking on Christmas break. The Flying Eagles will know their group stage opponents on December 23. Egypt will host the competition for February 18 to March 12, 2023. And that concludes the world news for this hour. But before we go, here's some of the major headlines once again. Calls adjourn Timothy Adegoke versus Abdurrahman Adedoyin. Why God did not allow President Buhari to die? Femi Adesina. 5,000 complaints, individual owe federal government 5.2 trillion naira. Ondo Amatekun arrest kidnap syndicate who hypnotize victims. Delta man kills co-tenant over 300 naira electricity bill. Woman dies as train collides with car in Abuja. To join us on all our social media handles, on Facebook as Bagedemo with Alawi Adebayo, follow the page and share the page. And on Instagram as Bagedemo_22, follow the page and share the page as well. And on YouTube as Baba Bagedemo TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn your post notification bell. And for the placement of your advert, call the number showing on the screen. Thanks so much for always watching our news on BGI TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. Bye.
Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.